Hello, friends, and welcome back to Powerful Stoic Habit. Today, we delve into a subtle yet potent phenomenon, that quiet realization when you understand someone completely misjudged your resilience. They anticipated a specific reaction, perhaps tears, anger, pleading, or a quick surrender. But you offered something else entirely. You offered stillness. You anchored yourself in composure. You chose deliberate silence. And now perhaps you sense a subtle shift, an unexpected change in the atmosphere, precisely because you didn't react as they assumed. That's our focus today, encapsulated in the title. They underestimated your stillness. Your silence is shifting the power. We're not just talking about not speaking. We're talking about a conscious, grounded silence born from inner strength. We'll unpack how this deliberate calm, especially when facing pressure or provocation, isn't a sign of weakness or defeat, but rather a profound display of self-mastery that can fundamentally reshape the power dynamics in any interaction. Our society often equates power with noise, with immediate counterattacks, with having the last word. We're conditioned to react swiftly, but Stoicism invites us to look deeper, to find strength not in reaction, but in reasoned response. And sometimes, the most reasoned response is stillness. Remember the core Stoic principle championed by Epictetus. It's not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about things. When you choose stillness, you are actively refusing to let external events or others' actions dictate your inner state. You are withdrawing your emotional consent from their drama. You are saying, my peace is not contingent on your behavior. This isn't passive resignation. It's a powerful act of reclaiming your internal sovereignty. You retreat into your inner citadel, not out of fear, but from a position of mindful control. So how does this seemingly simple act of stillness actually shift the power? Firstly, it injects a powerful dose of uncertainty into the situation. Most interpersonal conflicts or pressure tactics rely on predictable emotional responses. When you withhold that expected reaction, the anger, the defensiveness, the apology, the panic, you essentially break their script. They were likely prepared for a certain countermove, but your stillness leaves them without cues. They don't know what you're thinking, feeling, or planning. Are you unaffected? Are you plotting? Are you simply observing? This ambiguity can be deeply unsettling for someone who was relying on your predictable reaction to maintain control or advance their agenda. The ground shifts beneath their feet because you refuse to play your assigned part in their narrative. The power they sought to exert through predictable cause and effect evaporates in the face of your calm unpredictability. Secondly, your stillness acts like a silent mirror. In the absence of your verbal or emotional counterattack, the focus naturally, sometimes uncomfortably, drifts back to the person applying the pressure. Without the usual noise of conflict, the accusations, justifications, and escalating emotions, there's only their action and your calm presence. This quiet space can inadvertently compel them to confront their own behavior. Was their demand reasonable? Was their silence manipulative? Was their criticism fair? While they might not consciously analyze it, your lack of engagement removes the distractions and forces a subtle internal reckoning. They are left alone with their own actions, reflected back at them by your composed silence. Sometimes, this is more potent than any argument you could have made. Thirdly, and perhaps most impactfully, maintaining genuine stillness under pressure is a profound demonstration of inner strength. It takes significant self-discipline to resist the primal urge to react when provoked, hurt, or challenged. Choosing calm over chaos signals that you are not at the mercy of your fleeting emotions. It showcases resilience, self-awareness, and emotional fortitude. The other person, who perhaps expected or even hoped for a vulnerability to exploit, is confronted with the opposite, a display of unwavering self-possession. They realize they underestimated not just your reaction, but your fundamental character. They perceive they are dealing with someone solid, anchored, and not easily manipulated or broken. This perception alone forces a recalibration of their approach and respect, fundamentally shifting the power balance from perceived weakness on your part to undeniable strength. Now, achieving this authentic stillness, especially in heated moments, requires conscious effort and practice. It's not about suppressing emotions until you explode later. It's about processing them wisely. Key Stoic practices include mastering the pause. Train yourself to create a deliberate space between stimulus and response. When you feel triggered, physically stop. Take 1, 2, or 3 deep, slow breaths. This isn't just calming physiologically, it breaks the chain of automatic reaction and allows your rational mind to engage. Objective observation, premeditatio malorum in action. Acknowledge the feeling. Okay, I feel anger rising, or I feel hurt by that comment. But then observe it with detachment, like a scientist studying a phenomenon. Don't fuse with the emotion. Remind yourself, this feeling is here, but I choose my response. This lessens its grip on you. Visualize potential negative reactions and decide beforehand not to engage in them. Dichotomy of control. Relentlessly focus on what is truly yours to command. Your thoughts, your judgments, your intentions, your actions. Let go of trying to control the uncontrollable, others' opinions, actions, feelings, or the ultimate outcome. Pour your energy into perfecting your own response, not wrestling with externals. Aligning with virtue. Before responding or choosing not to, ask, what aligns with wisdom here? What is the courageous path? What is just? What demonstrates moderation, temperance? Often, the virtuous response isn't the easiest or most immediately gratifying one. It might be calm disagreement, setting a boundary firmly but peacefully, or indeed, strategic, dignified silence. It is absolutely vital to distinguish this stoic stillness from manipulative silence or passive aggression. Stoic stillness stems from inner peace, self-control, and a commitment to responding virtuously. Its aim is to preserve one's own integrity and navigate the situation wisely, not to punish, control, or inflict emotional pain through deliberate withdrawal. Passive aggression, on the other hand, often comes from unresolved anger or resentment and uses silence as a weapon. The intention behind the silence is key. Authentic stillness feels calm and grounded. Manipulative silence often feels cold, hostile, or punishing. Trust your inner compass. Are you choosing silence from a place of strength and peace, or from resentment and a desire to make the other person suffer? Choosing stillness isn't just about winning a single interaction. It's about playing the long game. Consistently responding with composure, even when underestimated, builds a reputation for stability and strength. People learn that you cannot be easily baited or manipulated. This can lead to deeper respect in your relationships and professional life. Furthermore, the very act of practicing stillness increases your own self-awareness. You become more attuned to your triggers, your emotional patterns, and your capacity for rational thought, even under duress. Each time you choose stillness over reactivity, you strengthen that inner muscle. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where someone seems to be banking on your predictable reaction, remember the immense power residing in your potential for stillness. They may have underestimated you. They may be baffled or even angered by your lack of expected response. But do not mistake their confusion for your weakness. Your deliberate, calm silence is not an empty void. It's a space filled with your self-control, your resilience, your integrity, and your power. By choosing to master your inner world, you subtly but surely influence the dynamics of the outer world. You prove that true strength doesn't always shout. Sometimes it simply is, calm and unwavering. This is the profound potential of the powerful Stoic habit. What are your experiences with this? Have you ever consciously chosen stillness and noticed a shift? How do you practice maintaining calm under pressure? Please share your valuable insights and stories in the comments section below. Learning from each other is a vital part of this journey. If this discussion resonated with you, please show your support by liking this video, sharing it with others who might find it useful, and subscribing to Powerful Stoic Habit for more explorations into practical Stoicism. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to cultivate that fortress of inner stillness, recognize and wield its quiet power. Take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.